Jennifer Davidson, producer of KISSpdx, and I'm here today with Stephanie Fitzgerald. Welcome to my home.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. First and foremost, you know, what did KISSpdx mean to you last year, the event, the experience? What was that?
Well, to go back a little before
Yeah.
the event itself, I moved here in September of 2009, and the good news was the company I was working for in Dallas let me keep my job.
Right.
The bad news was I was working out of my house. While I appreciated the opportunity to do that, it was a lot tougher than I originally thought it might be, because I'm such a people person and I didn't know anyone when I moved here. The longer the time went by, the more incongruent I was based on my personal life and my professional life, which actually was brought to life at KISSpdx at one of the workshops. And I left there. My brain was reeling, but one of the things that was just so glaringly obvious was that I was totally incongruent with my professional life versus my personal life.
Right, and I think you're referring to, Chris Cron did a session on values, and how do your personal values and your work values line up?
Or not.
Or not. In some cases,
in my case.
Or not. So talk to me a little bit about that moment and that realization for you.
As you might imagine, initially when I started making my living, it was a little emotional for me because I have a wonderfully supportive husband, and I immediately thought, I am a crazy person. And my husband has been so supportive and loving and caring, and I got to do something about this incongruency between how I am in my personal life and how I am in my professional life. And so that's kind of when the ball started rolling for me to make a change.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I know that you said that one of the things for you was not having that sort of built-in network or the built-in group, and then suddenly you're at home by yourself.
Right.
So talk to me a little bit about the Sisterhood, because I know that you've really connected with a lot of the women and gone way deeper than I could have even imagined at the event. So talk to me a little bit about the KISSpdx Sisterhood and what it means to you.
Well, just the opportunity the timing was perfect. I was not quite at the end of my rope, but I was getting there. But this opportunity, the KISSpdx program, or that weekend, the Friday night, Saturday, you know, it was such a great opportunity to come together with some truly amazing women. Yeah. And you know, one of my commitments was to keep it alive. Right. And so I left on that Saturday. I got home. My husband's like, "Who are you? And what did you do with my wife?"
I love it. I love it. The enhanced version.
Because I was back in a way, right? And I didn't. While I knew I was going back to working out of the house, I didn't want to lose that energy and that feeling that I had. And so I think it was either that Sunday or Monday that I sent an email out to 12 or 15 women that I had business cards. Like, I made enough connection that they gave me business cards, and I knew they knew who I was. Right. And so I sent an invitation out immediately, said, let's get together at my house, and I set a date, and everyone plus 3 people showed up at the event. Right. And I think that goes to show, quite frankly, the energy around everyone that was there, and that the women that I had connected with, they wanted to keep it alive too. I mean, I have chills right now just thinking about it. Yeah. And I have sustained several really cool friendships, including the one with you. And I just am so grateful for the opportunity, because it's just blossomed into this really wonderful network of women. Now I have great friends, and I just am so appreciative to Susan Clark. I'm going to drop her name because she's the one that introduced me to the program in the beginning. Right.
So one of the things that I think is really interesting about your story is just that without having the opportunity to open up and connect with other women, that could have been something that was very isolating. Just a tip or a trick that you have to share with them if, you know, somebody's in your shoes a year ago.
I started with just one person.
Right.
And they knew someone, and that person knew 3 people, and then I just encourage you, if you're here and you don't have a connection just reach out.
Right. Well, and it's funny that you say that, because it's like, once you take that first step, it does sort of unfold naturally.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened with KISSpdx last year. I talked to one person, Jamise Rhodes, who's the presiding judge in Marion County, who lives this lifestyle, who I had watched growing up my entire life, knowing women do this and they're really successful in life, and they're happy women. And I want to help other women mirror that lifestyle. And it was like, from her, then the very next person was, you know, Pam Welch, and Pam introduced me to Susan Clark, who introduced Cindy Tortorisi, who, it just unfolded. And it's that idea of just take that first step, make that first phone call, do that first brave thing, and then everything else just opens up and falls into place. So
that's right.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for taking time to meet with me today and talk about this, and also just for being part of my personal journey, because you've been a big support to me since last year when we met at KISSpdx, and I just thank you for sharing with other women, and I look forward to sharing more memories with you at KISSpdx. So thank you.
I feel the same way. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Yay.
And go to KISSpdx.
Go to KISSpdx.
It's an awesome investment.
Totally worth it. May 20th and 21st at the Nines Hotel. See you there.
Hope to see you.
That's